All right, Shalom. I'd like to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakar Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone and to all the sincere I came out there present with truth and sincerity. This is Brother Bunny from GMS, Wisconsin. And I'm just sitting here looking at, meditating on the condition and as I go throughout the day to day, just really examining the condition, that the Lord's people are in. And truth be told, that they're totally destroyed. They're bugged out of their mind, physically, mentally. Yeah, these people are just wasted. And without further ado, I'm gonna just dive right into the scripture. It said, Hosea 4:6. He said, "My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, and thou shalt be no priest unto me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children." When you go into that word destroyed, which is the Hebrew word damah.
Strong's H 1820. Damah.
Which means to cease, to cause to cease, to cut off, to destroy, to cease to destroy, to be cut off. And they're cut off from the power. Yahweh Shem Shai, because they reject His word. What they say, thy word is true. And the average, they don't want to hear about the word. You might run into a person where you they got some kind of logic, some kind of reason. But you get to talking to them about the scriptures, they totally reject it. And that's why the Lord rejecting 2/3 of these people. Because they reject His word. It said, "My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge." And what knowledge is it talking about? It's talking about these scriptures, the knowledge and the power of Yahweh Shem Shai. "I will also reject thee." So the Lord gonna reject you. 2/3 of you niggas wetback and spicks. The Lord gonna reject y'all. "Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children." This is Malachi. This is Malachi 2:3. "If ye will not hear, and ye will not lay unto heart to give glory to my name, said Yahweh of hosts, I will even send a curse upon you, and I will curse you blessings. I will have cursed them." "I will curse your blessings. Yea, I have cursed them already, because ye do lay in your heart. Ye do lay to heart. Behold, I will corrupt your seed, and spread dung upon your faces, even the dung of your sodom feet. And one shall take you away with it." So the Lord ain't dealing with you 2/3 of you niggas, wetback spicks, whatever byword. He's not dealing with y'all because y'all reject y'all reject His word. It's back in Hosea's 4 and 6, it said, "My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, and thou shalt be no priest unto me, sin thou hast rejected." So like thou hast forgotten thy the law of thy power, I will also forget thee. You know, and it's like I said, the Lord gonna reject you. This is Malachi 2 and 9. "Therefore I also made you corruptible, a base before all people." And it said, "Therefore I also made you slack. I also made you contemptible, a base before all people." And who at the bottom of the 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 least successful people, the so-called Israelites. A base before all people, so you got all nations ruling over us, according as ye have kept my ways, but ye have been slacking, but have been portail in my law. This is Deuteronomy 28:19. Further proving that the Lord really not dealing with you people. If you don't hearken unto the words and the power of Yahweh Shem El Shai, the Lord not dealing with you, and He gonna destroy you. This is Deuteronomy 28:19. "Cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in, cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out. The Lord shall send upon thee cursing and vexation and rebuke, and all that sitteth in thy hand unto for it to do, until thou be destroyed, and until thy perish quickly, because of thy wickedness, it's like it, because of the wickedness of thy doings, committing adultery, the big thing now, during basically sodomy, I will, and because of thy wicked doings, whereby thou hast forsaken me, the Lord shall make the pestilence cleave unto thee, until he have consumed thee from off the land, wherever thou goest to possess. And the Lord will and the Lord shall smite thee with consumption, with a fever, and with inflammation. Talking about physical infirmities. With inflammation, and with extreme burning, and with a sword, and with blasting, and with mildew, and thou shalt pursue thee until thou perish. So that, like I said, that consumption, that fever, the inflammation, these are all physical illnesses. and with slacking, and with blasting and mildew thou shalt pursue thee until thou perish. Thy heaven that is over thee. Sorry, I must this is verse 24. No, 23. And thy heavens over thee, over thy head, it's like the heavens over thy head shall be brass, and the earth under thy feet shall be iron. And the Lord shall make the rain of the land powder and dust, and the heavens shall from heaven shall come down upon thee until thou be destroyed. And thou shalt be like, and the Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies. And thou shalt go out one way against them, and flee 7 ways before them. And thou shalt be removed unto all kingdoms of the earth. You know, and that's how Jake got spread it, throughout all 4 corners of the earth. And thy caesar shall be meat unto the fowls of the air. And thy carcass shall be meat unto the fowls of the air, and unto the beasts of the earth, and no man shall fry them away. So the Lord ain't helping you niggas. And the Lord will smite thee with a blotch of the Egyptians, and with armrods, and with the scab, and with itching, whereas thou cannot be healed. And the Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness. What that madness is, when you go into the word madness, it's actually talking about insanity. Crazy, walking down the street, just talking to yourself, and really just talking about nothing. And blindness, blindness that they can't see the truth. And astonishment of heart, clouded minds. And thou shalt grope in the noonday, as a blind gropeth in the dark. And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save you. So you ones that don't believe in the power and the glory of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, hey, ain't no savior coming for y'all. So y'all gonna die here in America, or wherever y'all might be in the 4 corners of the earth. Because thou hast rejected the knowledge of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. He is our salvation. He is our glory. This is Slocky. Thessalonians. Second Thessalonians 2:11. It said, and for this cause the Most High shall send upon them delusion, that they shall believe a lie. So, the Lord's sick and tired of you niggas following after these strange gods or whatever philosophy you may be in, you know. So he sent upon you. It said, and for this cause, the Lord shall send upon them strong delusion that they shall believe a lie.